I never wanted to be famous. I'm happy here being nameless. I'm in the crowd being
That's the whole, like, you
famous.
come to the Talk Hard podcast to hear a couple fellas talk hard, and we're not looking for clickbait out there. You know, we're getting in deep. We're looking under the couch cushions. We're even pulling the couch out. We're checking behind it. So you got to listen to the episode, not listen to the clips.
Except that I walked around my house for 3 days saying Zen, Zen,
Zen.
Zen, Zen, lobster.
Dude, I went to my kids' the soccer party the other day on Wednesday, and I'm sitting across from this random parent. She was super cool, but I go, "Where are you from?" Because she had an accent. She's from Chile. What does she do? I'm a speech pathologist. I go, "Well, do I have a fucking something for you, man?" So we went down this dark, deep pin merger fucking scenario, and she said it took her 12 years to say hit versus heat.
Mm-hmm.
She said, and she's a fucking speech pathologist. I go, wow, man. She said you get a footprint and you can't hear it or say it however it is, you know.
She absolutely went home and said, "Man, yeah, I was talking to this weird dude at this soccer party, and he was
He kept saying, "Talk hard."
Talk hard.
yeah. No, we went down a dark
What
hole
was
there.
her ultimate diagnosis? Like, where you're not weird?
That was hers. Yeah, she's like, this is just a thing, and you just say it how you were. Like, she has to speech pathology. I learned all this, but like you guys may or may not know, but you have to literally tell like a kid, especially, that's kind of to move their mouth in a certain way or place their tongue in a certain spot, you know, or whatever. So,
Can you show me?
no, I'm not going to show you the place she showed me, man.
John, what that mouth do?
That was a dark hole. I don't want to discuss it.
This is a linguistics podcast, so
It's kind of morphed into that. I love it, man.
I'm actually, I don't want to go into it too deep, but I just think I don't have any understanding of how, I get how you'll say something differently. I don't understand how you don't hear, when I'm saying it my way, you hear it as though it's your way. That's delusion. That's delulu, as the kids say.
That's the part that it's just curiosity. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to change. But as far as saying it, but I am curious. And I did ask her, I go, how am I not hearing it, dude? Like, I don't hear it. Like, we started going down that one, and I was dug in. I was just having fun because we were debating it, you know. After a while I was hearing it, but
I like that you're slightly defensive about it now too. Like, you heard it, you figured it out, you had like a good explanation, and now everybody like is still like, I don't know, man, it still sounds weird.
And then the moment you question it, I'm not going to change. I'm not changing
fuck
it.
you guys.
I don't
Just
care.
And
weird
mother-
about it? Yeah.
Tyler, I can't help but notice that you look a little different than John and myself.
Yeah.
It seems as though you didn't
Black
get
hat,
a
buncher.
uniform.
Actually, I absolutely did, and it's in the washer because I wore it
Here
so
we
many
go.
times this week that it was in the washer. So
What we're referring to is the Talk Hard merch. I'm actually wearing the new and improved version. You guys have the call it the prototype, which still looks great. I just wanted to fine it up a little bit, clean up them lines. So now we have it. That'll be on the website. Well, when you're hearing this, it'll have been there for about a week at streamlinecreativeshop.com.
it hugs all the right places too. It's very.
I did
size
everything
appropriate.
in my power to not get a "that's what she said" drop, but that would have been a
Well, that's
clicker
what she
right
said.
there. I just don't want to go that route, you know.
I think we almost have to, and I think it's like 20 times an episode.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I think it could be
Yeah.
abused too much, and we don't want to show our whiteness that bad.
Yeah, true.
And also
true.
$20 is $20. We need one of those too.
I
So,
will. I already have one. So every one of these I have to like create. It's not like I'm downloading them. So I'm going to YouTube and finding clips, and then I upload the clips. So I already have that. I didn't get it to the board in time.
$20 is $20.
You guys can.
Sure.
We'll let you and the audience tell me if we're not allowed to do this one.
You went full retard, man.
Oh,
it's fine. It's a movie. It's fine.
Yeah, and it's Downey Jr. You know, and he's saying you never
Yeah.
go full retard.
The Big Lebowski? Is that it or?
No, that's Tropic
Oh.
Thunder.
Oh yeah,
Or like if that's one of the least offensive things, if you're going to be offended
Yeah,
by
I
the
know.
movie.
I want a drop of always be closing as well. Always be
I could do
closing.
an always be closing. Is
Coffees
that like
for closers.
is that wasn't that
Glengarry
like
Glen Ross.
Glengarry Ross? Yeah. That's a classic pull right there.
I don't know if I would have had that one for sure.
This, I mean, let's give you some props. You came on today. You were first to log in.
Yeah.
Your
Thank
mic
you.
worked.
Yep.
Your headphones worked. You even did, what would you call it? Homework, prep work to get your headphones to work prior to coming on. You just,
Correct.
the only thing you flubbed on was the wrong chair. So you are, you still not flawless today. You got one more, or no, we need 3 more episodes of you messing up. So maybe that chair can break. We got a lot of opportunities ahead of us.
I'm certainly proud of you. Like I would be my like least favorite son, like the mess up son. It's like he messed up so many times that I'm proud of you for
the messed up
getting it
stuff.
together.
I accept. Thank you, Dad. I mean, Tyler. That's perfect. But I think we should point out my tech was fine today. I just didn't
Tech-
bring the right chair.
Tech was
You
on
just
point.
jinxed it.
Yeah. He was on time. Tyler was chomping at the bit to get here and showed up late
Mm.
in the
He was
wrong
doing a few
clothes.
Do we have to wear our uniform every week or?
No, they're hot off the presses, so I figured why not toss them out there.
Why is your green different than mine?
Man, it's all the same green, dude.
Is it?
It's just you're seeing it through a lens.
I don't like this lens I'm seeing the world through, man.
I must have missed that email.
It wasn't an email.
Strongly worded facts.
You just got to be adamant, and then your facts count, man. Or whatever you say is good, you know.
Confident.
You got to stand on business.
You got to stand on business, man. For sure. But Tyler, you're coming in hot, dude. Take it away, man. You got to get something off your mind, bro.
Well, we should
I'll
give
tell you
some,
what.
like, if you listen to last week's episode, you might have noticed that our ringleader, T-Bone, I call him. What do you call him?
Yeah.
What do you call him? Styler?
I thought it was tuna can.
Do you call him Styler, John, or was that like a text mishap? Because one time you called him Styler, and I'm like, I like that.
I do not call him Styler, but I will from now on.
I'm into
I
it.
didn't even. So
So
before Styler takes it away, on that note, like I used to be very, like my texts, I would proofread I did not want to come across as if I had no sense, you know. I mean, as I talk, I know I do, but as I text,
Yeah.
I thought I could catch it. But nowadays, it is just gone, man, and I don't even care. I barely even correct it. I'm like, they'll figure it out with context.
I
clues,
like that your
hopefully.
text allowed Styler, as though like there was no autocorrect for that one, because that's not.
Yeah,
It sounds like a stripper. I'm going to be honest. That's like a stripper.
I like it, dude. It's like Tyler's got style. Because
yeah.
I'll
But-
find something with style. We could even get you in the Styles from Teen Wolf.
Oh man, Styler, if you could do like maybe surf a van out there with Dave Miller or
Yeah.
something, that'd be freaking.
But yeah, so Styler on the last episode, although it's not highly noticeable, but John and I were able to notice, was definitely a little out of sorts. And normally he's the guy that reins our jibber jabber in, and he was just kind of letting us flow out,
Just letting it flow, yeah.
just spew our verbal vomit the entire
How's
episode.
the mouse stairs?
Yeah.
I got done with that episode and I thought, God, I freaking talk so much. I was just like, I don't know. I was like, wow, man. And I was thinking, I barely remember Tyler saying a thing, and I think I was just going. I don't know if I was in the mood, but anyways, it made perfect sense. So.
Well, to be fair, it was alien talk, and I had nothing else to add to that conversation between you two guys, you conspiracy theorists. Like, no, I had an unfortunate. I got caught up in a. It's been in big news everywhere. Been caught up in a tech layoff. So that on that day that we recorded, I was unceremoniously let go on my computer, which was extremely exciting to hit Halloween knowing that news. So yeah, I was pretty hot. I'm still hot about it. I got lots of takes on just the state of all that across the country. Like I've seen estimates of like 1 million people, which is nuts, just across the board, just 1 million people. But that's probably way
like just
way
in this
overdoing
past
it.
week.
Yeah, well, over the past like month, whatever. Like it's way worse than it's made out to be, I think.
In tech specifically.
No, not in tech, just in general. Like you've
Just in
heard about the
general.
big one. You've heard about the big ones. You've heard about the Amazons, the UPS. But what gets me most heated about it is I wake up today and I see Elon Musk and now has signed like $1 trillion deal for himself, and that
With
kind
whom?
of doesn't sit right with Tesla. I guess that's his benefit package, or I haven't dove into it yet, but it's just so frustrating. It's frustrating. So
Explain
just
to
kind of
me if you
yeah.
know. I assume you do. Like, I don't know about any layoffs, right? So like UPS and Amazon are doing mass layoffs before the holidays. Wouldn't this be like when they're looking to hire people?
I think that it's like corporate folks, not the people out slinging boxes or whatever, stuff like
So
that.
they're
So
removing like the AI replaceables.
yeah. So I heard something about this too, and I was talking to a buddy, and it was like every time we have a recession, and we're not calling it a recession right now, but it probably definitely is they blame it on something, right? Before it was, oh, it's housing, and then everybody's got to be laid off. And then at the beginning of the pandemic, it's like, oh, we have nowhere for those people to work. Let's blame the pandemic. And now it's like, well, let's blame AI. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen the bottom line at the end of the year, and these corporations make billions of dollars, like net billions of dollars. So that's
It's
frustrating
just
to me.
the UPS seems odd, but if it's happening on the corporate level, I wouldn't blame AI. I would say due to AI. You know, it's not
Yeah.
because like a recession or COVID, like these are things to blame, but like
Yeah.
AI is just smarter
Yeah.
and more efficient than you
I mean,
are.
look,
So
but listen, so I worked in tech and I used AI every day, all day as a tool.
mhm.
So it's not necessarily replacing me. It's just the internet talking back to me, right? It's like it's scraping the internet for answers for things and then applying logic in certain situations and organizing stuff that I need to organize. It definitely helped me do my job better. So I guess in theory, it consolidated into like one person, right? Because one person could do the job of a few people. That may be my only take on it. I don't think it replaces me because it's still dumb. It's just like
I wasn't speaking for you specifically. If you were just saying like corporate jobs
I'm speaking
in those
generally
larger
too.
companies. Yeah.
I'm speaking generally too, but like it's all about like the input. Like AI is still like a 10-year-old child. You still have to tell it what to do and like direct it to certain different areas and stuff like that. You're still prompting it to do certain things. So yeah, and a million's probably an overestimate. I probably heard that on social media, but I think that there's definitely hundreds of thousands, for sure. So
That
I heard
sucks,
about the
man.
Amazon one. What was your job, Tyler? You don't have to give away where you worked, but wasn't it with the government or something? Or
So I worked for a company that sold a product to the government, and I was responsible for all of the all of the customers in the company. So customer success is a field within tech, right? Customer success, you're basically managing customers. It's essentially account management, but my background was such that it was more technical, and so I was able to understand what they're doing and yada yada. Um, so yeah, it's unfortunate. But the thing is, I want to point out that it's happening to a lot of people. I'm fine. I have, good support and resources, but there's a lot of people out there. Like I drove by today and I don't want to make this doom and gloom, but there's a food pantry down the street from me and the line was down the street. So,
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get political with it, but like seeing that in California, especially is rough. So
Put shit into perspective, that's for sure.
yeah, for sure. So if you find one of your friends in this situation, I guess is like, just talk to them. Just be like, hey man, you're all right. Hey man, woman, whatever. Hey person, you're all right. You know, just talk to them and see what they're up to. See if their family's good, all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, I take a huge growing thing from you losing your job, Tyler, because you told me like maybe a minute before John logged on, so right before we started going, and
yeah.
my natural instinct says rub some dirt on it, dude, is just to like go like, wow, you seem cool, like moving forward, let's do the pod, and like only until afterwards I was like, you know what, I should have asked him if he
Yeah.
wanted to do this,
But
but like
what else do you do? what else do you do?
Yeah, no, but I should have been more. That's my growth I can take from it is I should have been more of like, hey man, do you want it? We don't need to be fucking doing this right now, you know,
Sure.
like. But
What
I'm
else
just,
do you do?
yeah, I went into regular dude mode and was just like, all right,
Yeah.
you'll be cool, man. People lose jobs.
I mean, I literally woke up the next day and hit the ground running. So it's like you said,
Yeah.
you're like dust it off. It's like, well, you can sit around and boo-hoo yourself, or you can get out and start doing stuff. I'm lucky to have kind of a side hustle that I'm able to go out and like create things that allow me to, you know, sell to people and be creative and keep my mind occupied and do those types of things. Not everybody has that ability or like capability, or, they're worried about how they're going to stay in the place that they're at, so.
Yeah, 100%. Well, good on you for bouncing back. Shitty on me for not trying to be more supportive at the time, and fuck you, John, for not noticing that your friend was hurting.
Styler, I'm sorry, bro. I had no idea. I felt most bad at the end when you had chatted us, hey guys, wrap this shit up, and I didn't see that. And I'm just
Neither of us saw
blabbing
it.
away, dude. Like
No,
you're
we're
probably
like-
like, God damn
We're like,
it.
I'm not saying that they're gonna come, but if they do come, how are they getting here? Tyler's like, I don't know how I'm gonna eat next week.
Yeah. No,
You
it
had
wasn't
what?
that. I just had to, I had I had to be somewhere. So I was like, I got to get off this thing. So
I was listening to it back, and I was literally feeling Tyler's anxiety from that. And Mark and I are just like, yeah, but here's another thing. And before we get back to that thing,
Yeah.
wow, and I was like, wow, Tyler must have been like, you sons of bitches, man.
I couldn't interrupt alien talk. It was too hot. So
That's hot.
it was hot.
That was hot, dude. Jeez.
John, have you ever been fired from a job?
Yeah, I actually got a COVID layoff from. That's when I got out of the telecom after 20 something years, man. What happened was everyone was going remote, and then, we actually were busier than ever, taking people out of the offices and putting them in their homes. As far as like their tech, their phones, and then they started realizing they weren't moving back in droves, and we were kind of premise based mainly. And anyways, it was like a COVID layoff type of situation, and that was it. I was done.
Do you feel like it helped with your, because everybody kind of hit the garage or whatever, it helped with your like social media presence and everything? That was kind of like the catalyst of what you were doing, or?
Not really. I didn't. That COVID was just such a weird time, I just kind of hunkered down, and I had saved, so I wasn't like in dire emergency situation. As
Sure.
far as like, I didn't hit the ground running. I just felt like, oh, okay, hey, I just got a little breathing room to do whatever, So I had maybe a different experience. Not that I had a ton of reserves, but not by any stretch of the imagination. But I was okay right then, So.
Sure.
But yeah, I'd fart around, and anyways, I'm a loan officer now, which is unbelievable. But that's when I pivoted because my mom had been doing it for like 35 years, and when people ask me like, "What do you really do?" I still struggle with that because I'm like,
I honestly didn't know
it's
that.
not a passion of mine, I mean,
I honestly didn't know that. That's the first time I've ever heard that, which is weird, but I
it's
didn't know
very
that.
weird, dude.
No, not the job. That I expect that I hadn't heard that before, but
Oh yeah. Well, all of the above, dude. It's fucking.
I actually
odd,
respect that you haven't heard that. I think I knew it, but I hate how, and I know it's an American thing, how Americans meet somebody and it's like, so what do you do? And they're not asking. I always answer like, oh, like I'm like I tell them my hobbies and what I'm into and stuff like that. I never say my job because I hate it. And then I never ask anybody what they do for a living. And then you can tell like people think it's weird that I haven't asked them, especially those that think they have a dope job, But so I don't remember why I asked you. I think I asked you just because the work that you do in your shop is so shitty. I was like, there's no way this is how you're making a living.
that makes perfect sense.
No, I think it was because I just assumed based on how much you made content and how often it looked like you were in your shop that you were just like in a situation like me where the lady of the house is the breadwinner and, affords me a little freedom to, do what I want kind of stuff. I think that's what I just assumed that's what you had.
I think it was when we were in South Carolina, and I think we were boat up to the bar, and it just came up organically because we were talking about me being a poser. Basically, I think I was saying, Mark, you really do it for like, and are talented at it. And I wasn't fluffing Mark's ass, but I was just like,
A little.
we have
A little.
no, Johnny. No, I'm not like that at all. But I was like, you can really. I'm just a dude out there fucking off, So, and then he's like, "What do you really do?" I'm like, I had the same conversation. You're never gonna believe this.
I remember what it was because I was like, "You're always just posting with women." And then you're going on like Vegas trips with a woman crew, and I was like, your wife's pretty dope that she's like funding your whole thing, and she's just letting you go out with all these women, and you're like, no, I have a job, bro. I make money.
I have a job, bro.
I'm like, I would never have known.
Mark, to your point, I know what you're saying. Like people make it their entire personality. It's like your entire personality is your job. Probably mostly because that's what they do, right? Like they're involved in their job. That's all they do,
Yeah. I mean, but I'm sure even you, Tyler, it's not like when you were going through school, like you were just doing the job that you just got laid off of. That's what you were like hoping you'd aspire to be, like most people aren't capable of doing the job they want to get paid at, they're just doing the job they started doing, then you get stuck there.
Right.
And now you just try to work your way up.
I've had several different different career paths, but like absolutely not. I tell people all the time, like I have 2 college degrees. I wouldn't get a single college degree if I had to do it over again. But knowing what I know now, it's like our generation was told, get good grades, go to college, you'll be fine for the rest of your life. Well, little do we know that technology would advance and all the guys working with their hands would be the guys making all the loot right now, You're an electrician or you're a plumber, like a residential. I mean, those guys make loot just to show up to your house. They charge you $300-400.
I saw the writing on the wall for that in my mid 30s. I was like, anybody that's in the trades that's in their 20s right now is going to be a king, come like 2030, because it's still right now. You can pull up the numbers easy, but like the number of people that are retiring or just leaving right now, and there's not an equal number of people replacing them, right? So there's no like 20-year-old squad coming in, starting to like learn what the 60-year-old dude knows. That's not going to work anymore, which was great when I was in contracting, because you weren't fighting for jobs anymore. Like people just were fighting to have somebody come over and do the job. And me, even as a homeowner now, not wanting to do my own work, I can't get people to come do the work. If you're a good company, they're not coming because they can pick and choose the jobs that they want to do. So it's like literally, if you had a good sense of Tyler right now, if you knew how to fix a sink, open a handyman business and just charge, like a certain hour that you'll never not be working, because there's nobody out there that can do it.
It's interesting because like I've kicked around all the ideas, and I actually feel opposite of you. I actually, playing devil's advocate here, but like, remember when they said all the kids in our generation, hey, go out and be a coder or go out and so everybody went out and got into tech and they got into coding. Obviously it's different. They're working with computers and wrenching pipes and stuff like that. But like, I feel like everybody's going to say, go be a plumber or go be an electrician. And then the tables are going to turn. There's going to be more, it's going to dilute the pool. But I also think that that's a physical job and not everybody's cut out to do that on a daily basis, so.
Correct. You don't need a human to code anymore. That's the thing. So coding had its like flash in the pan, and it was, I mean, I know people that did great and it like literally left high school to do it full time.
Yeah.
Right. Like, but now I can code and I don't even know what coding means, but I just tell ChatGPT to build me a website and it'll fucking do it, dude. So you don't need that, but you can't replace troubleshooting in somebody's home, whatever. You can't replace repairs. Let me put it that way. Like you might be able to replace like fabrication. You mean they're 3D printing homes. I think homes will just turn into prefab, made elsewhere, shipped someplace, all that kind of stuff. But you're never going to be able to replace somebody coming inside of your house right now and doing a repair or even remodeling. Like that won't be able to be replaced by any machine whatsoever. And
But how do you battle like YouTube? Because I mean, you'll talk to anybody on your street and you're like, yeah, I looked it up on YouTube and it was super easy and I did that. And it, like,
absolutely. I mean, if you're talking about, I mean, when I was doing that stuff, there were so many jobs where like people are like, hey, my toilet's doing this or whatever. I would literally send them a YouTube link. I'm like,
Okay.
but that's because I could be selective, and I only want big jobs. I want jobs I can plant myself at for a bit and make good money, or I want jobs I can make a lot of money and then leave, and no in between. I don't want to be on your job for 6 months, because that means I'm potentially all these possibilities of losing money while I'm there. The perfect world is a 1-week job or a really good 2-day job, and that's how you make your money. So I don't make any money coming to your house to fix your toilet, because say I charge you even $250 and it takes me a half hour. That sounds great, but I drove there. I'm not doing anything else when I'm leaving. You took half my day up just by doing this. So that $250 for the half hour of actual work actually was 4 hours of work. Now you start spreading that out. It's not that great. So here's a YouTube video. Do it yourself. If you have any questions, let me know. It's easy, but I'm being serious, man. Like I've owned handyman businesses. Logistically it's difficult to manage. And you're chasing a lot of checks. So as long as you do like cash when you leave type of deal, you will make so much money, and you'll be never ending amount of work, and you can just pick and choose. Like, I'm not working today. I'm done.
Leave the cash on the dresser.
Exactly. It can turn into something else if you play it right, Styler.
Seen a couple videos.
Yeah. Now that you do look familiar, Mark.
Come on, let's get nuts.
I saw a handyman on YouTube, and he was making bank, dude. To your point,
Dude, I'm not kidding, man. It's real. It's just it's a lot. It's logistically, it's a lot. It's a lot of calls. It's a lot of time management. It's a lot of and then it's a lot of people, man. It's like
God,
the people are the
hate
worst.
people.
It's why I got out of it altogether. And even the same with the woodworking, man. I don't want to fucking deal with people anymore. I'm over it, man.
people suck.
Email me, bro. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to
Nope.
be. You would be when we would be doing jobs. When you're in somebody's house, man, the amount of shit that I've seen and the amount of marital disputes that I've been a part of, and like you have to become a therapist, because it's the husband says this, then he leaves, then the wife's like fuck him, or they're arguing before you get there. No, you talk to him. You talk to him. You tell him he's got it. You know what I mean? Like it's such a shitty thing. And then, not to go on like a contractor rant, there is no way to make anybody happy. The contractor doesn't leave happy. The client doesn't leave happy. It really doesn't even matter if you did it 99% perfect. It's that 1%, which probably happened mid-job, and nobody communicated it, and there's just resentment and awkwardness happening all the way to the end, and then you leave, and you're so happy to get the fuck out of that house, and they're so happy to have you the fuck out of their house. They don't recommend you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it just doesn't,
Yeah.
It's really a lose-lose scenario. The only way you win is if you charge very, very little. They'll always call you back, but people are typically spending every dollar that they have in their bank account on you to be there. So there's no leniency, in what their expectations are. And they also didn't make clear what their expectations are.
Right,
you gave them
yeah.
a contract, you fulfilled your contract, but they were like, I thought you were going to do X, Y, and Z. And I say, well, I didn't say I was going to do X, Y, and Z. Why would you think that, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Huh? You stupid.
He got all Southsider right there. He said when he gets angry, it comes out a little more, dude.
Newsflash, asshole!
No, I had my own thing for like 7 years, telecom. I was putting in phone systems, but on my own. And yeah, man, I remember this one in particular, but this happened over and over. And it was an office. I did office phone systems. And he called me up. He goes, hey man, this office isn't, there's no phone in there. None of the jacks work. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, that whole office had everything stuffed in there. It was like a storage room. You have a finite amount of, you just can't, like, let's just say you have 20 extensions to work with, and you have all 20, man. Like, that's what you fucking bought. So I go down there, I go, oh, I never activated that. That's why. And then he's all, oh, we need a phone there. I go, well, where do you want to pull from? And I'll put the phone there type thing. Well, this guy called me probably 5 more times, dude. And finally, I'm just like, hey, man, stop, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
And it just
Play that soundbite again, you fucking mooker.
Newsflash, asshole!
Yes, exactly. God damn. It's frustrating, but they don't know, and you don't, and then they're just bitter. But you've done nothing wrong. You've done everything you said you were going to do, but
Yeah.
anyways.
The ability to leave reviews and stuff is horrible for business. Like a couple of bad reviews can tank you completely, right? Like if you're on Yelp and people say you did this, whether it's true or not, they just get away with it, right?
Dude,
Yeah,
I had this when Yelp first started. Like you couldn't remove or argue a bad review. Like you couldn't. There's nothing you could do about it. It stays up forever. And they were not cool about it either. But I had this job, dude. This is like I had this kid working for me. He quit afterwards because he got scared of me. But it was just this bathroom. It was just a regular bathroom job. It was like an older woman who had a 30-something-year-old son who lived in the house. I will say I'm younger in the business. I'm probably in, my 27, 28 or something like that. So I'm not a pro just yet, but I know what I'm doing. I do good work. It just takes me a bit. And I certainly don't know how to run a business well. Anyways, it became this lady who was sweet, nice. We'd be on the same page. And then her son would put down his fucking PlayStation controller and come in there and be like, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. And this is just a little, your standard house bathroom. You walk in, shower to the left, sink to your right, toilet, just like a hallway style bathroom. Anyways, it just kept building and building with this fucking kid. And so like prior to this day where things got real bad, this kid like comes and he has this meeting and I'm like, here's what's going on. I'm going to do this. We're going to do this. And we have this thing. I'm like, I wasn't expecting to have to talk to you because I'd never met you. And, I've been dealing with your mother. Her name's on the contract. It's her house, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, so he comes in. We're at the finishing point. So, I have one coat of paint on the walls. I'm not going to do the second coat until we're basically wrapping up because we're going to damage the walls and all that. I'm over in the far end. He comes in. He's like, these walls look like shit. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm not done. And he's like, well, what about the floor heat? It's not turning on yet. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm not done, And then he said one more thing. And then the mom came in. And so I'm like I'm in the bathroom. There's no place for me to go. So I turn into a fucking like
Tasmanian devil.
Like, what is it? Hypochondriac, dude. Like, and like I'm getting angry.
Claustrophobia.
Yeah, they're like, there's no way out of this room for me. And they're in because it's tiny. And I just fucking, you motherfuckers better get the fuck out of my way right the fuck now. And I just, they fucking ran out. And I'm like, I don't know who the fuck your son thinks he is. And I just went ape shit. And I'm just yelling the whole way out of there. I'm like, fuck your bathroom. Fuck your live at home son. Get a fucking job, you fucking loser. And just went there and I'm like, leave a fucking review. Anyways, it was the worst review you've ever read in your fucking
Oh my God.
So good.
and 100% deserved. But in the sense of the review, like I was wrong. I did not play. I was out. I was done. I had it right. But like the buildup of what took me there is the problem with the review. Like because I was doing everything right. You know what I mean? Like we don't get the reviewer doesn't get to be the bad. You don't get to review the reviewer. You know what I mean? You can respond back, but it seems petty at that point.
It's sour grapes.
Yeah.
No matter if you're right or wrong. Yeah. I feel for you.
Anyways,
dude.
I just got all worked up. I'm so happy to be out of that fucking industry.
Well, and then you said you were young. And I think that most young folks or business people haven't learned the power or haven't earned the power of no yet. I'm a big believer in the power of no for customers.
That's true.
Where it's like you can't say no because you're trying to chase all the jobs. You're trying to do the thing. You may not have enough jobs, so you haven't earned the power of no, right? Because you don't have a list of people looking for work. But nowadays, all those electricians, all those plumbers have a complete list, right? So they're, like you said, they're going to pick and choose what jobs they want to do. They have that luxury, I think.
Oh yeah. Now it's no different. First, it's basically like, let me see if you can sell me on me doing your job, not the other way around, which is a good place to be if you're in that industry. So,
but to Tyler's point, when I was on my own, I'd get pissed. I mean, we all have our breaking point, man. And I used to love that. I felt like that was my ultimate leverage of going, hey, man, go fuck yourself, dude. I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah.
And you can't talk to me like that, dude. Like, I've been in people's faces before and go, this is a wrap, dude. Like, see you later. 9 times out of 10, well, not that it happened dozens of times, but I'd say 9 times out of 10, they would be like, they would come around. It was like mea culpa.
Yeah, and I learned that
dude.
as I got older. I had these very similar situations to that, but I'd handle them differently from the start. And then I still got to that place of frustration where I would do like, even when it's a good example of like fighting when you're younger. When I was younger and I would fight somebody, it'd be this yelling match and fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And then as I got older, it became calmly saying, say that to me again, I'm going to snap your fucking legs in half. And most of the time you're not going to fight, but when I say fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, we're fighting. So same in the jobs, like I would just be like, hey, listen, if you're going to continue to talk to me like that, I'm just going to leave, and I don't want to work here. I don't feel comfortable working here. And then they would typically like chill out, and then we would have a conversation. Same scenarios building up to it, but just handling it differently. Comes with age, and then eventually to the point where I say I don't want to work with any of you motherfuckers anymore. I'm tired of I want to say fuck you to you.
Right, yeah, right. Exactly.
I'm tired of biting my tongue for your ass.
You guys have all seen the video. You guys have all seen the videos online of like people flipping out on like a fast food worker or something. And
Oh, yeah.
that person is clearly, it doesn't matter who's in front of them. They're clearly having the worst day of their life, regardless. Like
Yeah.
they're just completely melting down about something completely different, but it just happens to be caught on camera now, and it ruins people's life. I mean, it ruins their life, right? It's the worst day of their life. It ruins their life. They're a meme forever or whatever. Yeah, it's like, I think that calms people down because they realize like, oh, I'm being recorded everywhere. And then some people, maybe not. I don't know.
I hope, man.
Dude,
I think that shit stems from like demeaning the looking down upon the person, and
A little bit.
And you're there eating the shitty food in the first place, and so like I'm looking down on you for your diet.
But not just fast food. I mean, it happens like in retail or anything like that.
Yeah, but
I
it's
don't know
always it's always a servant employee, like
True.
somebody that's supposed to be serving you.
True.
So I worked at A&W when I was like 18 years old for like 6 months.
Hell
We
yeah.
had one in our hometown, and we did it for the food, and we'd get all baked and freaking go in there and eat our salary of $3 an hour or whatever. Anyways, but there's no one ruder than someone to a fast food worker, dude. It is. I to this day I'm a polite person to everybody I encounter. I let you kind of be the judge of where you want to. I'm comfortable in both realms, dude. I'd rather be in the cool realm, but I leave that up to you. If you want to frickin' get to this realm, then
Yeah.
I'll meet you there. No problem.
Yeah.
But I'd rather live down here, no problem. But anyways, I'm always nice to fast food people because I know what dicks they can counter on a daily
Yeah.
basis.
Also, they're controlling your food. This is pure logic. Dude.
Yes, exactly. We're like Okie Blow City, dude. Like,
Yeah.
okay, no pickles, have this.
I have
What were
never.
you gonna say, Styler?
You can make the
I-
wrong meal, and I
Oh,
will
yeah.
eat it, and I will say thank you.
Yep, and I will pat my mouth, and then I'll put my napkin on the thing and go, "That was a delicious meal. Thank you so much."
Yeah. Well, first of all, I don't want to see John on 10 for sure. Cause I feel like I can't picture it. I can't picture John turned up the volume to 10. Like he's, so
I can get there sometimes, man. I
Yeah.
don't like it, but everyone says that though. They're like, when I see red, I get out of my
Yeah.
way. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like I got a spot. I mean, there's a breaking point, man.
Oh, I'm gonna get you there.
You already got me there with this tech shit.
when I was in college, I worked at Home Depot and I loaded concrete in the front. It's a bunch of fucking marks coming in every day, like pissed off about whatever. Do it faster, kid. It's like, this is 90 pounds. Like, blah, blah, blah.
And
so,
I'm $1.20.
So one of the old crusty guys that worked there, who oddly was like 50 years old, but had the same job as me when I was like 19 or whatever. So
Exactly.
he definitely probably was an alcoholic, but not the point. He would say, dude, if they're dicks, you rip the bottom of the bag a little bit. So when they pick it up, it just explodes everywhere.
Jeez.
And I didn't have the heart
Wow.
to do it, but he definitely did it. So watch your Home Depot loading.
I like
shit.
that.
So,
Dude, I wish
is a
that's
pro
not even
move.
a job anymore. Everybody at my depot is either
They don't
16
give a
or
shit.
84. I haven't had
Um,
one person try to help me load a
Lo-
truck ever.
Lowe's, there's a Lowe's by my house, and I will not back off saying this. It is possibly the worst retail store I've ever seen in my life. That you could walk through there and not see a single employee in any of the aisles at all. Like,
Well, they're all walking around with just iPhones at this point, you know, like looking.
Yeah,
You ask a
literally.
question, they're going on the
Stocking
website.
shelf.
I'm like, I can fucking go on the website, man. You know?
Yeah.
I just thought you might know where the fuck it is since you're standing
I
here.
thought
all
you
day.
might know where garden hoses are, is what I'm fucking saying,
Yeah.
man. Shit.
back in the day, there was dudes in like plumbing and like, you know,
Yeah.
that they actually knew stuff. Like there was old
Yep.
like
Yeah.
former electricians and stuff, because that was a good job to have back. Like they had stock option, like early stock options from Home Depot. Like they did really
Yep.
well there. And like Home Depot and all the other retail stores just stopped paying people, and that's what they get. You get some 15-year-old kid doesn't know anything about anything. So
Yeah.
Home Depot was like a enviable?
Enviable.
Oh, here we go. Enviable job
Yeah.
back in the day when I was at A&W, dude. If you could work up in Home Depot, you were fucking styling. No offense, no pun intended, styler. But man, if I go to Lowe's, someone online will be like, "Never go to Lowe's. They fucking," you know. I go, and then if I go to Home Depot, it's like those Home Depot people. And I go to the closest one, and right now I live closer to a Lowe's. That's, anyways. But there is a fucking dickhead, aisle 14 in there. I think he makes keys or something. And
Aisle
and I see it.
14.
don't, if you're on Bellflower Lowe's, local peeps, don't go to aisle 14. You know who it is. He's a fucking prick, dude. And I hate asking him anything. He is so inconvenienced by you not knowing what a fucking thingamabob is, and you're showing him a picture. I need this for my, and how could you not know that's 3/8 versus whatever? And I'm like, well. Anyways, I hate fucking Lowe's. I hate people. I hate the aisle 14 guy, and I hate all of you. So,
Mark, are you a
Tools! I have to have my tools!
hey, great segue, Mark. I was gonna ask you, when you were out doing your thing, were you a staunch like Milwaukee guy? Are you like a
No,
tool war guy?
I fucking hate. I'll say this right now. I hate Milwaukee people. They're such bandwagon.
Yep.
Fucking whatever. I went through stages of income, so I was Rigid for a while. But I started with Rigid because Rigid would do lifetime warranty in store. So you could, like, your tool broke, you brought it in, they gave you another one. Then that stopped, so I switched over to Makita, and I've stayed with Makita. But I have DeWalt, table saw, DeWalt, miter saw. I like DeWalt, all battery, like all that. But yeah, the Milwaukee thing is such a fucking douchebag thing. Like, these guys are buying $40 fucking Milwaukee branded coffee mugs because it clicks in their cute little fucking toolbox. Idiots.
The best one is the jacket that heats up, like the heated jacket. I could see that. I could see that being useful.
These fuckers,
just buy
these
a
guys
better
they got a
fucking jacket,
12-volt battery, and they're like, why are you outside for so long when you need a battery? Like, do a little work. That's the problem with the Milwaukee people. They're too busy stacking their boxes together. They're not working.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
They're like, look at this new box I can stack on my other fucking boxes for $450. Now I'm really going to look like I work. Speaking of not working, I'm curious if David Miller is probably a Milwaukee guy, right?
It's Miller time.
That guy is all over the place. I think he gets so much free stuff that
Thanks
I'm
for
not
not
sure
swearing.
what he just. Yeah. I caught myself. See, I'm still back in my professional. Like, I don't have to do that anymore. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, man, nipple shit.
Yeah.
Cocksucker.
I think he's an everything guy.
Let's get nuts.
Let's get NUTS.
Yeah.
No, David is. I think he is an everything guy. I know he swings both ways, but anyways, I
into it.
have.
It's Miller time.
I heard that too. That's weird.
Yeah, no, I know. Ben told me, but but I have every ecosystem known to man myself, dude. I have shit that isn't sold out to whatever. I don't care at all. But I do particularly like Makita. I think their drills in particular are the best drills.
They are.
And but but people will I'll be using some other tool and I get the Milwaukee Bros, dude. Or there's also DeWalt Bros, and there's all kinds of bros. And,
I don't like the bros of anything. Like, I'm a Makita guy. I'm not like outwardly Makita guy. In fact, I'll talk shit about Makita as a company because when they were like starting to send out their stuff to people, the people that they were sending stuff out to, I think got a drill like a year ago. You know, for their first time, they were just using a drill, and they're like, I'm gonna send my new rolling package to these guys. I'm making posts that are going viral using Makita, not like representing them. I can't get them to even return a phone call, but they're sending them out to fucking my neighbor who works out of his garage named John.
Yeah.
Tools!
Just the name.
Tools! I have to have my tools!
I 100% know that you're talking about people like me and John who get.
I'm
free
actually-
shit, and it's
I'm
like,
actually
What does that
not.
even make?
Like,
what does that guy even do?
John's got like double the followers that I have, quadruple the followers. Like, that would be fine. I'm talking
Quadruple,
about
yeah.
people with like low followers, barely post, and don't even use the tools. Like, I've been putting Makita to work, dude. You know, like for years and years and years as a contractor and as
Your hands are blue.
a maker or whatever, you know, like
Your
and,
hands are teal.
yeah, and just like you can't even like toss me a sticker, you know, and you're
Right.
giving these guys thousands of dollars worth of shit. The fuck
I've
is
seen a
going on
couple
here?
Makita people, and I'm like, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a big company, dude.
Yeah, you got deep pockets, presumably, but
Hey, I got a new one here, but we're gonna run out of time. So let's.
Mark's Movie Minutes.
We know.
Okay.
What do you think about that one?
I like it. It's short and to the point. Yeah, we got it.
Talk hard and listen loud.
Listen now.
That
Oh.
one's got a little bit like I say that when I leave.
Talk hard and listen loud now.
Anyways, here's my movie. You ready? It is
Yes.
You guys might have seen this maybe, but if you like a decently shredded Vince Vaughn,
Well, I love it, shredded Vince Vaughn.
yeah, the maker of this movie, I write his name down. So it's S. Craig Zahlar. I've never heard it said. He's the director, S. Craig Zahlar. But I found him. I was reading his books. He writes some really cool, like gritty crime novels, but then also some like kind of horror vibes to it. But he's got 3 movies he made as well. He was like in a metal band as a drummer. He's like this dope ass dude. But Brawl in Cell Block 99. It's on Hulu right now. I just saw that it was there, but it's Vince Vaughn. He's like an ex-boxer, gets down on his luck, starts running some drugs for some people, ends up in prison, and while in there is being manipulated to do things he doesn't want to do. It's got that prison vibe to it if you're into prison movies.
I am.
It's pretty hardcore violence. Vince Vaughn does a really good job. And then if you heard a movie called Bone Tomahawk, that's also Craig. That's with Kurt Russell.
I did, but that wasn't like a regular movie.
By what definition? It was it had a normal runtime.
I saw Bone
Oh, you saw
Tomahawk.
Boner Tomahawk?
Yeah, it had an R in parentheses behind bone.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, no, he looks pretty.
It's probably as ripped as he's ever gonna look.
I just see his face, but he's very gaunt and he has a very
Shaved
mad
head.
Yeah.
It's a good it's a good bro watch.
There will never be more peak Vince Vaughn than old school.
Well, I mean, I would have to go Swingers and like Made.
Swingers.
The movie Made.
Swingers,
I
but
like more
old
than
school.
Swingers. Yeah.
Yeah, Swingers is great. Vegas, baby, Vegas. We got to
Yeah.
get that sound.
I can get that.
Yeah.
Have you seen Made?
No.
So
never even heard of it.
Made's basically like an unwritten sequel to Swingers. So it's Favreau and Vaughn together again. They're in the future, so they're just like they work for Columbo, who's who the actor Columbo. You boys,
Yeah.
boys are coming in here, but so it's not Swingers, but it's the same dynamic. They're playing similar type of dudes, and Vince Vaughn is like his one-liner Vince Vaughnies are money in that one, pun intended. Anyways, Brawl in Cell Block 99. It is a.
I'll watch it
It is a
today.
It's a man's movie, and just watch it. 100% John, looking at the screen, watching it.
Yeah, there it is. Let's see the face.
It's the look.
Here's Johnny.
But he's kind of the same, to Tyler's point, it's kind of the same character in Old School and Swingers, right? It's that fast talking. That's kind of what he is
This
a lot of
this,
the time. But
None of
guy-
it in this movie.
he's not like that.
None of it.
Old School, he's funny, obviously. But
He's full on like a guy you don't want to fuck with energy in this movie.
dude, I remember when Old School came out, it was in the theaters, and I went with like 5 or 6 people. And it was, to this day, the funniest thing I've ever seen.
So good.
And it might have been the atmosphere as well, because it is like everyone in the entire place was knee-slapping laughter falling out of their chairs,
Yeah,
including
dude.
me.
They just
So-
don't
That's
make
the
them.
only
They
way to
don't
do
make movies like that anymore. That's why I
then-
recommended Cedar Rapids. That was like the closest that you're getting to a raunchy comedy without like some social aspect needing to be thrown into it or something, you know?
Yeah.
Will Ferrell was also legendary in that as well.
Yeah, Frank the Tank.
Frank the Tank was legendary. in
So,
that, yeah.
fun fact, sidebar about that. Our newest YouTube subscriber, my dad, went on a pub crawl with Will Ferrell one time. It was like a guy he knew had won a prize or something there. We went on a full day pub crawl with Will Ferrell. Said that normal guy, whatever. But when he had to get up in front of people, instant switch to Will Ferrell mode. Said he was like the nicest guy ever. So shout-
Good, dude. Yeah,
shout out to Will Ferrell.
True
I guess.
professional.
I love that. They say never meet your heroes, man. But
No, they said he
Um,
was a total nice guy.
conversely, I bet you Vince Vaughn might probably be a total dick face, dude, in real life.
Probably.
I'd imagine. That'd be my
I
guess.
think
if
I
had
think
to
not.
bet.
I think he's he's Chicago dude. I bet you he's pretty chill. He's gonna be, maybe he's not gonna smile, but I bet you he has a quick convo.
Well, you
next
guys
to
would
meet
jive.
Yeah,
You guys would jive. John,
he's a
me
Cubs
and John
fan.
would be like, we'd be like, "Man, you guys are from the West Coast, huh?" Like, talking to Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, baby.
he wouldn't get
Yeah. Bunch of pussies out there, huh? Your money, baby. And I'm like, whatever, dude.
it. Funny, baby.
That's what I envision. I might be a little off on that.
Yeah, I don't think any of that is even close to what'll happen, but a boy can dream.
Styler, your money, baby. John, not so much, baby. Like, you call me baby for all the time, man.
You guys want to love hate?
Yep.
Yeah, I wrote mine down, so I'll remember this time.
We'll start it off
Same.
then.
Okay, I will. Oh, we don't have to do it today, but I think I found a segment for me, dude. And I know I keep visiting this, but I think it's words that John pronounces wrong, because as we went down that road, I have a lot, man. I have a
Okay.
shitload. So
Can you do it every week?
I mean, I could probably go 3 years based on a 52-week podcast schedule right now.
Okay.
So I don't
Hey,
know if that's
Let's start it.
John.
Let's start it next week. Let me get you a jingle,
Okay.
or work on your own jingle.
It's a feature, not a bug. You don't think less of yourself right now because you can't pronounce words.
Okay, thank you. Love hard and listen now. Is that our? No, So my love is very, very easy, and it's very quick. Fall ball and soccer are both ending this week, and I couldn't be more ecstatic, dude. I get time back. Like, I think we might have touched on this before, but I'm so happy with that. That's my love. We do have 2 soccer games and a baseball game this weekend, but after that, we're back in business. Then it's just basketball. And my hate is, so I signed this company that rhymes with Spleenworks.
Okay,
Spleenworks.
I got it.
They messaged me, and I said, sure, I'm doing a thing for them. So I did half up front, half on when it's done, and I'm done. But I looked back at the contract, and this is my own fault. I'm mad at myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I looked in there, and it was based on the amount of views of TikTok. And I don't do TikTok. I'm on TikTok, but I very limitedly.
What is based?
And
Your pay?
if I get, yes, they can keep the second half of the payment for me if I don't get over 1,000 views on TikTok, which is for me never fucking happens. It never happens for
Really?
me.
No, dude, Tyler, like you're good at that for some reason. Like my TikToks are either gonna get 20,000 views or 300.
Yeah, same. I've had 40, 50,000 views, but mostly I get about 200.
Yeah.
John, here's what you got to do is however much they're paying you,
Here's what I
boost
What the
it.
fuck?
What was that?
That was my phone. I was looking back.
It's
I was
like, are you
looking
doing
at my tick.
You trying to get your own soundboard, dude?
She's chat GPT in the contract.
Zip zoo.
But you could take like $30 and boost it. Just boost it on your own, and then like you can be like, hey, $1,000.
Smart. Yep. Damn it. I should have freaking done that.
That is
dude.
a content hack. But hey, don't ever sign a contract like that again.
Yeah, that's a terrible. Run it through chat GPT. AI is taking
Yeah,
our
dude.
job. Taking our
I'm so fucking mad at myself that I let that get through there, dude. I usually I don't read it with a fine point pen. Fine point pen. I don't read it with
but nothing happens.
fine tooth comb. A fine tooth comb. I try to think of nothing happens. I don't fine tooth comb it, but I freaking I usually look at content or deliverables versus compensation, and that just went right by me. It was my own bad. He hasn't even said anything yet. It might be a big nothing burger, but I have a feeling they're going to balk on that because TikTok performs so poorly. I would never sign a contract that relied on my TikTok because I don't have anything on TikTok, dude.
So the key to TikTok is the less you do, the better that does. Like straight up. Like if you just got on there and talked about nonsense every single day, but had like sort of a point, you would do well. I promise you. I watch things on TikTok where I'm like, why the hell am I watching this? Like I told you guys about a few episodes ago about this girl who sings 90 songs, but just lip sync them. I literally watch every video start to finish 5 times. I don't know. I have no idea why. It's just TikTok is a weird beast. It has nothing, no
It's
rhyme or
true.
reason.
I don't get it. I
do
get
the
so
same shit.
frustrated with that app, but whatever. This is an app talk.
Fair.
Fuck that app.
Oh yeah, but I'm with you, Tyler, on that. I keep watching these two girls. They're sisters, and they just lip sync old theme songs in their car. Have you seen those chicks? They're on my algorithm, and I watch it. It's like, drop kick your jacket as you came through the door. No one, and they're just lip syncing away. I'm like, Mr. Belvedere, man, or whatever. But it is awesome, man. Come and knock on my door. So, anyways, I hate that got by me. I'm hating on myself. So that's my hate for this week. It's my bad. But read your contracts out there.
You want to
Love
do it, Styler?
Yeah.
Steiner's growing on me, dude. Steiner.
I mean, I
love it.
It's what's
I
the first
appreciate
name that
that.
pops in my head now?
Me too. I can't even say Tyler anymore. It's hard for me.
So I got two loves, and I'll do them quick. One just
damn.
came to me is John wearing the hat from MASH, from the show MASH today. What does that even say on it?
Coast Guard, man.
Coast Guard. Let's go. All right, I couldn't see it. We have to explore that. Were you in the Coast Guard?
Oh yeah, I was.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Dude, A and
Well,
W
neither.
straight to the coastie.
Let's have another episode about
Yeah,
that.
we'll talk
Sweet,
about that later.
John,
John,
and then-
pencil us in for some Coast Guard talk on the next app.
Coast Guard talk.
We'll do some coastie talk next episode for sure.
Bet.
Oh boy,
Um,
will we. Go ahead.
My second one is my newfound freedom to just create every single day is the most freeing, awesome thing ever. Just to like get up early and be jazzed about jazz hands. Be enthusiastic.
Love it.
Be
Yeah,
enthusiastic about
that's
like
dope,
getting up
dude.
and doing things. So that's cool. And then my hate of the week is directed at both of you guys because I figured it out by the Google machine told me. Finally, I got the answer. It is 1-800-MUSIC NOW. In the 90s, you could call 1-800-MUSIC NOW and get clips of music. So we've solved the mystery. It is real. You
Mark,
guys
I
can
think-
F off.
I mean,
I think the interwebs kind of proved that was a Mandela thing.
yeah, I don't. I mean, the proof you're sharing is I did read that it said that, but
But I saw it with my own eye. Yeah, we did that.
that's
No, you didn't though. So
that's not what I'm seeing anyway. So I'm just calling
my
fake news
sources-
for right now. But I'm gonna do my research, bro.
I do feel like Styler got a little vindicated on that one, so that was good. I'm actually glad we got to it too, man. So that's actually my love. And I'm loving it.
I want to open with it is
Pandora's box?
uncharacteristic, John. You did not mention the Dodgers winning the World Series.
Well,
as
we're
your
several
love.
weeks. I realize that we're like so.
Yeah, but that's
Like-
just what's happening in our life. You know what I mean? And you,
So-
the last episode we left with you saying they're gonna win.
I said my love is that the Dodgers won the World Series.
Yeah.
I went.
Oh,
It's
so you were
already
just
said it.
you were playing it like it already happened. So you're
Yes.
so this is a behind the curtain. Then we're gonna pretend that it's now. For the person that's listening, it's right now,
Right.
not in the past. This is
Right
live.
now, or
It's right for the person listening. Right, it's right now.
right
Not future
now.
now.
Yeah, it's not before.
Right now.
It's right now.
Now, or right now.
Right, like right this very minute now.
I'm
Right
thinking
now.
of the Spaceballs scene when he's trying to show like this is now. Do you remember that when they're looking at the
No,
video
'cause
of?
I told you Spaceballs. I couldn't even get through it for my adult watch.
Oh,
it just
my
does
God.
not hold up.
I got a
Can you do that
hatred.
again, John? Do that again. This is now.
This is now. My hate is that Mark can't get through fucking Spaceballs, man. Come on.
I did as a
dude.
kid. It does not hold up. I don't
It-
think.
I will give you
honestly
that.
don't think any of Mel Brooks' movies hold up. I
Even
think
like Blazing Saddles. Or?
it doesn't hold up for an entire for a movie that is mentioned. I mean, it was groundbreaking at the time. It does not hold up. It's
Hold
like,
up.
Hold up.
Way-
Way.
I'm gonna go. I got
Mel Brooks, maybe some song, baby.
my love is
Oh,
random,
sorry.
but it popped a reminder of this is a TV show that popped up on my algorithm, and a TV show I didn't know even existed. And somebody through Instagram said I would enjoy it, but it's called Snowfall. Have you guys seen it?
No.
It's on FX. John, based on what you said about some movies, I think you would love it. It's basically Boys in the Hood. It's just about it's from that era, but it's Boys in the Hood with like a young kid starting like a drug empire, but in the 80s. Dude, it's so good. And then like, you know, there's narcs. It's awesome, dude. It's on FX. I highly recommend it. If you like the Wire and things like that, it's up there. So I love
Snowfall.
Snowfall.
Was that Mark? Was that Mark's TV minute?
Mark's TV Minute? Yeah.
Mark's TV Minute. Talk hard and listen loud.
No,
Mark,
it just
real
randomly
quick.
popped up and like somebody recommended this. I didn't know it existed, and then I watched it. I'm like, this is. I mean, I bought sunglasses that one of the characters wearing in the. Oh shit!
Hey man, don't get too excited, dude. It's cool.
I'm gonna go old school. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh baby.
I straight up broke it
Hey, well-
because I'm so.
well,
I just
Mark's
broke
fix-
my mic.
While Mark's fixing his mic,
I don't think it's fixable.
what I appreciate about Mark is he goes deep into the pop culture.
Yeah.
He's got the old school videos, got the new videos. If you need pop culture advice, go to that guy.
Holla at your boy.
The thing I like about Mark is he's very rangy, dude. He's got a lot of range, man. You can mention us like something, and he's done it. He's been into it, you know, pretty significantly at one point or another.
With
Great
time
crossover,
comes
too.
range.
Great crossover too. He's got range. Great crossover.
Yeah, great crossover. His handles are little suspect, but his crossover's nice.
They call that sus, John. Sus.
That is sus, dude.
So my hate, and I don't want to like. I was just pulling the numbers on our viewers, and I mean, not surprisingly, I guess as you guys would expect, we're at 90% female listeners. So I don't.
That doesn't shock
I'm
me
not,
at
I'm
all.
not. Yeah, I know what people are saying that it could be 95. That the numbers are a little skewed, but I don't want to get into it. But so I don't want to offend, you know, the majority of our listeners and viewers, you know, because
Right.
we have 11 subscribers, and I know that.
And 3 of them aren't my mom, I swear.
Right. But the as you guys probably do, you go to the bathroom and you put the toilet seat back down when you're leaving.
Not
We
me.
don't. Is that well? You're
Not
still.
me, mother.
You reverted. You didn't go.
Well, I'm the king of the castle, so I do what I want.
You do what you want, man.
That's a whole
it
other
is-
podcast.
It is
so.
if I'm in a public restroom, it is a trained behavior for me. So
Yeah,
it's,
it
I
is.
don't, it's,
It's-
yeah, exactly.
It is.
You don't get
Not me.
credit for that. There's never a thank you for doing that. There is only you didn't do it. And for this, there is no work happening on the other end of that. On the other party that is upset that it didn't happen. They don't do anything. They just get to dump as they please and then leave. They don't put it up for us. There's no effort there. We do this special little effort. We're programmed to do it, and there's no like, hey, way to do that. It's only you fucking didn't put the
But
so
you're
that's
going
my
to
hate.
offend. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but you're going to offend. I wanted to stop you because you're going to offend the female listeners. The matriarchy is coming after you, right? Typically,
right.
it's
But I
the
said I didn't
males.
want to. Maybe this is just because I don't think that they're doing it on purpose, where they're not making us feel appreciated. I think it's an oversight. So I'm just bringing it up at this meeting so that maybe in future meetings we can be a little more on the same page.
That's a harsh take, Cotton.
Put some respect on the toilet seat. Put some respect.
God, that
on
is
that.
fucking highly inappropriate. God, that is fucking highly inappropriate.
I got to play it twice until people learn that it's a drop.
No, that's me. I just said that twice.
I stumble around my house saying that all the time. That is highly inappropriate.
Talk hard.
Anyways, I
but
think we
Mark,
did it.
You might want to consider maybe dropping an upper deck every once in a while just to make sure that you don't got to worry about that seat too much.
Rock stars in the living room and living life as shameless. I never wanted to be famous.